And I also am curious, this wasn't an issue when we were meeting remotely, but there are a number of task force members who are parents. Will there be any provisions, like can we get a budget so that we could actually provide childcare for people if necessary to support their participation at the meetings? And if we're meeting in person, at minimum, I would think that we should have coffee and some light refreshments for people. We only meet once a month, but I don't think that's too much to ask. So my request is that we actually be given a budget from the city, not an exorbitant one, but one that could cover things like childcare and refreshments for our meetings.
I will definitely, I appreciate that recommendation, and I'll definitely take that back to city staff, because something we would want to, if we were going to give it to one, I think that's a conversation we would want to have, to be able to offer it possibly to other boards and commissions that may be in need of the same support. So I will bring that back.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Joey, I see your hand, and then Ben.
Yeah, Deborah, although some of those thoughts and ideas about refreshments and childcare are noble, I think they're extremely out of line, unfortunately. That would set a precedent for every other commission in the city to provide the same things. We're all adults. If you can't show up with a bottle of water and a snack and find someone to take care of your child for a couple of hours, then perhaps you should not.
I'm sorry, but I really think that comment is out of line. Allison, as our counsel, I really take exception to that. I think that is personal and extremely out of line and uncalled for. And to the extent that we're going to be, monitoring how people behave and speak to each other, I think that comment was completely uncalled for and disrespectful.
Well, I'm sorry you took it that way, Deborah. I'm just saying
It's
you're
not about how
potentially setting a precedent.
Allison, please.
I think everybody needs to treat each other with respect. It is one of the rules of each of the commissions. And Joey, if you didn't mean it that way and Chair Small took it in a way you didn't intend, I can see that. I'm
sorry,
this has been a bit of a contention.
That was a personal remark. It wasn't directed at the issue that I raised. It was directed at me personally. Can I bring a snack, water, or have someone take care of my child? I take offense to that. I don't think that was called for. I didn't just speak about myself. I'm not the only parent on the task force. And again,
that's how I took it.
Yes, and so again, I make the point that there are people here who constantly ask for and demand respect and don't think that they have to provide it. I take exception to that, and I want that in the record.